What's up, guys? It's Barrins, and in this video I'm going to talk about a question that I've been asked the most, more than any other question, and that is, what are some tips that you have for someone who wants to dunk a basketball? And to that, I would reply back with, do you really want to dunk a basketball? What is your goal? Like, do you wish you could dunk a basketball? Do you want to try to dunk a basketball? Because those are all different than actually creating the mindset of, I am going to dunk a basketball. Because you can wish to dunk a basketball one day and it'll never happen. For me, it was until I told myself that I will dunk a basketball one day that I actually started to work towards dunking a basketball. It wasn't just that, like when I was a kid, I would say, I wish I could dunk a basketball. Like, I hope one day I could dunk a basketball. It wasn't until I created that mindset of, I'm going to do it one day, that I started putting the work, that I started to learn about dunking, learn about technique, learn about workouts to correlate with jumping or dunking. So if there was one tip or any major advice I would give, it is just to kind of ask yourself, do you really want to do it? Is it something that you want to see happen? Just like with any other goal that you might have in your life, if you want to make it happen, then you have to take the steps to make it happen. It's not just you can't just say, okay, I hope this happens one day, or I wish I could do this, or I wish my life would be like this. Because until you start taking those steps, until you start actually going on the journey to reach that, I just recently read a book called The Alchemist, and that whole book was about a shepherd who went through the desert to get to the pyramids, because he had a dream that told him that when he reached the pyramids, he would find his treasure. And when he got to the pyramids, it was a laughable ending, because I'm just going to spoil it. If you guys haven't read it, don't listen to this part, but if you want to read it. But when he got to the pyramids, he discovered that his treasure was right where he started, which was where he had his dream. So he went back, and that's where he found his treasure. But without the whole journey, he would have never have found that his treasure was in that point where he was at the beginning. So I'm just tying this back to this, because without going through the journey of trying to dunk a basketball or trying to reach whatever goal you might have then it's not going to be as rewarding. You're not going to learn from the experiences you have with it. You're not going to learn from people that you talk to along the way, or just different things that happen to you in your life while you're reaching that goal, or while you're going towards that wish, or that I hope this happens. Because just like what happened in that book, there would be nothing to it if you could just say, I wish I could dunk a basketball, and then the next day wake up and you could all of a sudden dunk a basketball. Like that, there wouldn't be as much meaning to that. It wouldn't feel as though you had to put in work. You actually had to live through different experiences to get to that point. So I think just in doing that, that can be tied to any goal. If you take a journey, or if you go through different experiences to reach that goal, that goal at the end is going to have so much more meaning to you than it would have if you could just snap your fingers, wake up the next day, and you could all of a sudden have everything you wanted. So really, this video, I just wanted to share my answer to that question, because it's one that I get a lot. It's just, I don't like to give one tip. Like I said, the biggest tip is just to tell yourself that you could do it, and that you will take the steps to get there, and not let failure or other people or whatever it might be get in the way of telling you that it's not going to happen. Because to me, it's just the reason, from my experience, the reason that I would think that something wouldn't happen is because I let those things get in my head, and then also told myself that, okay, well, if I can't see this happening, or if it's not right in front of me, then maybe it won't happen. So I think that's why I quit at the beginning of doing like the flight right workout or just other dunking workouts, because it was just the fear that if I do all this work, or if I put in all this time, that it might not ever happen. But it wasn't until I just said, all right, I'm going to do it, and that's it, and took the steps and just put my head down and just worked until it happened, that it actually happened. So with this, again, I just want to if anyone can get anything from this, it's just that if you have a goal, or if you want to, say you want to dunk a basketball, if you want to dunk a basketball, then you have to tell yourself that you're going to dunk a basketball. You can't just wish for it, you can't hope for it. You have to put in the work to actually dunk a basketball. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take it's going to take a lot of time. There's going to be failures, there's going to be setbacks, there's going to be things in your head telling you that, why am I even doing this? This is a waste of time. But if it's something you want to see happen, if it's something that is meaningful to you, then it'll happen. And when it happens, that'll be like the most fulfilling point of it, is when you go through the journey and actually reach the point of saying, hey, I got to this goal, now I could set a new one, or now that goal can move, and I could do more. I could branch from this or learn more, or whatever it might be from that one goal that you reach. So that's just what I wanted to answer with this video and make this video about. And I just wanted to reiterate that this Friday is going to be the first live Q&A, so I hope to see you guys there so I could answer your guys' questions you might have, or just hear some comments you might have. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys there, and I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys this Friday.